afternoon with all that lovely snow out there. So this event is sponsored by Forbidden Planet. We also have representation from Kodansha International, and we are also going to have some live performances for you. I've got a couple of things to say myself, but before I do, I'd like to turn it over to the primary organizer of today's event, who'd like to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mia Ikeda.
Thank you everyone for coming under the good weather condition. I hope you're going to enjoy this Anifusion event. So we have three performers, and also we're going to do cosplay competition. Please enjoy the Anifusion, and thank you so much for coming. And this event is presented by Forbidden Planet. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So before we get to the main part of our program, I just want to speak a little bit about what is Anifusion. This event really represents a couple of things. I mean, anybody who knows me knows that my nomenclature for any sort of event, performance, or what have you is usually loaded with meaning. So I figure I'd take a few minutes to explain that to you guys so you can understand a little bit more about what this event is about. So, for the most macro level, Anifusion is Japanese infusion. All of the acts that you are seeing here today and everything that is being portrayed in this event somehow, some way, ties back to Japanese popular culture. If you really think about it, a lot of things that we've grown up with over here in America have had their origins in Japan. I mean, thinking back to my own personal examples, I think of Transformers. I think of Ultraman, which I didn't realize until 10 years ago was actually a Japanese production. And you have things like Robotech, which originally came from the Japanese Macross. So many things that we are accustomed to have come from Japanese pop culture. Which leads us to the second layer of meaning in the title of today's event, Anime Fusion. All of the performances that you're going to see today somehow, some way have their roots in a particular subculture of Japan, which is Japanese animation. To an extent, you can also count Japanese manga as another extension of this. But for all intents and purposes, we're focusing more on Japanese anime. One of our hosts for today, Uncle Yo, who I'm certain all of you are familiar with, he is an otaku stand-up comedian. Most of his stuff comes from this particular subset of Japanese popular culture. Myself, what I'm known for is taking Western pop culture and melding it with aspects of Eastern pop culture in the form of things from Japanese animation. One of our performers today is going to be cosplaying and singing from multiple Japanese anime shows. And also, same thing with one of our other groups, which is a trio. They're going to be performing a selection of anime-based music. And these are people who are from Promise, you girls are from New Jersey, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so a bunch of girls from New Jersey are singing songs that have originated half the world over. So this is just a cultural melting pot, much like New York City itself. So we hope that you enjoy this fusion of East-West pop culture that we're going to be presenting for you today. And without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to one of our special guests who is going to be presenting a lecture / open forum panel. I'm going to quickly run over there to get him back on Skype. The author of the Otaku Encyclopedia will be speaking to us today. So let me go run over there and take care of that. In the meantime, while I get that set up, I'd like to turn it over to my co-host for today, Mr. Carl Custer, a.k.a. Uncle Yo.
It's beginning to look a lot like Northrend. Glorious level 80, congratulations everybody. I love New York in the winter. It brings out all the tourists, it brings out far more people. The fun part about New York, if you ever need directions, you have a 25% chance of talking to someone who knows where you're trying to get to. First off, because there's a half chance they don't speak English. Either they've lived there all their lives, or they're simply coming over from another country, they don't speak enough English. Even if they speak English, there's not a chance that you're really going to be able to follow, understand that. And then there's another half a chance out of that percentage, they're going to know exactly, they're going to know where you're trying to go. I'm trying to go to Times Square. Where are you now? Times Square. Is the D train? No. Okay. It doesn't work out. What I wish about New York City is even for the snowy days, I wish that the more popular places would have two sides of the sidewalk, don't we all? I would like there to be an express lane for locals. I'd like there to be a slow lane right next to that for tourists and foreigners. Because you're trying to walk through Times Square and you're stuck behind this guy. And then bam, he gets hit by the taxi. Because they're always looking up, trying to find Spider-Man. He doesn't work on the weekends. You look forward, because that's where the taxi is trying to hit you is coming from. I have a special announcement. I'd like everyone to try to get out to see Avatar as soon as you can. We've waited for James Cameron for the last 10 years. This is what he came up with, okay? Starship Troopers invading the feral Smurfs. Very simple. It looks like StarCraft invades Warcraft. Woo! That's what I am going for. You know Korea is just loving drooling over this. It's Korea. Their national bird is the hydralisk. A lot of fun things are coming out next year for video games. I recommend checking out Bayonetta. Bayonetta is going to be psychotic. It is Devil May Cry, but more fun.